we need to have a discussion about McFarlane Toys. What goes on, guys? We're back here again with yet another review, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different with my reviews because I think, I don't want things to get too stale, and I have stuff that I want to say about this figure. So today we're going to be doing a quasi-review of the DC Multiverse Red Platinum Edition Cheetah figure from Crisis on Infinite Earths. Sorry, but the reason I want to do it in this format is because I need to have a little rant session about Red Platinum. I hate them. I hate Red Platinums. When I was collecting Funko, I hated Chase Funko Pops. And now collecting McFarlane Toys, I hate their Platinums. But I think Red Platinums take the cake for being the most unfun thing in all of collecting. But I don't think it's crazy to say that Red Platinums are maybe the most egregious thing that any toy company has done in recent years anyway. Because I hate them. And I'm going to give you a couple reasons. So we're going to go through, I'm going to explain and cry about why I don't like Red Platinums while we're still taking a look at this Cheetah figure to see if it's worth the hunt. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Taking a look at the packaging again, just really briefly. I mean, you can see here that it's your standard packaging with the clamshell packaging, which is pretty nice. And it does come with a comic book on the side. I think the packaging is pretty ugly on this, to be honest, because it's just a black background, but I don't really care about the packaging very much. So the way I want to do this is to break it up into 3 main talking points. And for each of those talking points, I'll showcase a different aspect of this action figure that I would have normally in a regular review. Let's start off with talking point number 1, confusion to the consumer. McFarlane has never, ever been clear on what platinums mean. Throughout various Comic-Cons and different toy shows, we have been shown various different platinums. It used to just be a silver sticker that was Platinum Edition, which was a simple repaint of the action figure, okay? A normal chase, if you would. Maybe Superman, a good example of this is Superman Blue and Red, okay? Electric Blue and Electric Red. Each of those are the same exact figure. One just happens to be blue, and the other happens to be red. That is what the silver one was. Then they did this intermediate period where silver would sometimes mean you're getting a different character for the platinum. Then they decided to go full red platinum, which explicitly means that you are getting a different character if you find this chase. Cheetah here is a red platinum of Wonder Woman, I believe. I believe she's the red platinum of the Silver Age or first appearance, early days Wonder Woman. I don't know what Todd's hate for Wonder Woman is, but the confusion is what causes a lot of this issue. Then to add fuel to the fire, at Comic-Con maybe 2 years ago, they showcased blue, gold platinum, green platinum, all these different platinums that would mean different things going to different retailers. Though thus far we have not seen anything other than silver and red platinums and gold. We have seen gold platinums. Let's just leave it like this, okay? You can have silver and red. That's kind of where I'm at with it. You have the silver platinums that are just repaints, and then you have the red platinums that are, I guess, a different character. So, number 1 is confusion to the consumer. My second talking point that I would like to discuss is accessibility, okay? Finding these sucks, okay? Again, I'm bringing it back to Funko Pop collecting. If you had a case of 6 figures in the box of Funko, one of them was the chase, okay? It was always that ratio. Maybe some went to 12 in a box and one was the chase, but there was always a set ratio. These McFarlane figures, you don't know. You don't know. There's been cases where you get a case of 6 figures and one of them's the platinum. But then I've also seen cases, and I went to my local Target and have seen red platinums with this scenario, where it's a whole case of just red platinums. It makes no sense. Kind of tying it back to the confusion of the confusion to the consumer aspect, it just makes no sense. There have been times, for instance, can you see him? He's a little bit in the back. But the red platinum damage, I found 4 of them, just them on the peg at my Target. Why? I mean, sure, that's awesome, and I picked up a damage that day, but the whole concept is that you put one in a box, okay? Then you get to these online retailers that, like GameStop and Walmart, where they'll sell the just red platinum to you on their own. They sell out instantly, which we'll get to talking point 3 with that. They sell out instantly, and then it becomes, impossible to get. Then you have to buy the case. Then you might get lucky and it might go up again. You never know. So accessibility is my second talking point because it makes no sense here. And that leads me to my talking point number 3, the aftermarket. Unfortunately, I got scalped. I paid way more for this than I probably should have. But I want Cheetah. And the scalpers know that. This is the first time that we are getting Cheetah in the line at all. No movie version, no other weird variant of her, no off-world, nothing. This is the first time we've gotten Cheetah, and this is arguably the best version of Cheetah that I would want, for me. And I think most people would want. I think this is the one that most people are going to want, especially because they've been building out like a DC Classics like superpowers in this scale, and this is perfect for that line. And the scalpers know this. They know that us nerds are going to pay a lot of money to want to get those figures. And that sucks, because then you're stuck with, do I just keep hunting for this figure nonstop? Going to ask Target employees, having them go in the back. This is a true story, by the way. Having them go in the back with the barcode that I have for Cheetah, having him go look for about 25 minutes, coming back with Wonder Woman, me telling him I don't want that figure, me feeling like an asshole because of it, and the dude saying to me, so what, you don't want this? And then walking away frustrated. I feel like a dickhead doing that. That sucks. That sucks. Taking them away from what they're supposed to be doing, going to send them back. They spend 20 minutes looking for what you asked them to, just for them to bring it back and it not be the correct item. It's bullcrap. It's bullcrap. It makes no sense, and I absolutely hate that we have to pay the extra market prices just to get the figures that we want, because they sell out instantly or they're extremely hard to find. Get put in between a rock and a hard place of, do I just suck it up and buy the figure, or do I take the risk of going and hunting in all of these different places to potentially find it on my own? And usually I have very good luck, but this Cheetah, man, I couldn't find her for the life of me. So that's my talking point number 3. In conclusion, I don't want this to be an overly negative video. I still do like McFarlane Toys, and I am upset that they are losing the license, because that kind of means the end of my DC collection, as I really don't see myself restarting my whole DC shelf. So whatever McFarlane makes in this next year, that's all for me when it comes to DC, unless Mattel does something incredible, but I'm not holding out. It really sucks for me having these figures that I want, and the company making it hard for me to give them my money. Like, it just doesn't compute in my head. It doesn't make sense. Why are you making it hard for the consumer to buy what they want, and then making it easy for the scalpers to make a quick buck off of the consumers that you could be getting from? It makes no sense to me. It makes absolutely no sense. I think it's a very shitty business practice, and I don't think anybody from McFarlane is going to be sitting here watching this video saying, this guy gets it. I'm not saying anything new that hasn't been said time and time again in the comments of their videos. But I just felt I needed to get it off my chest. I guess the real question in all of this is, how damn good is this Cheetah? Taking all of that red platinum talk into consideration, I don't think this Cheetah is worth it at all. And that's what sucks, is that I paid more money and I went through the hassle of hunting and hunting and hunting for it, all for it to not be that good. The boots and the glove sculpts are terrible on this. These are left over from the Catwoman body, and that sucks. The tail doesn't move. I think the face sculpts look great. I love the body paint. The hands look good. There is a lot to like about this figure, but there is no world where this was worth the hassle that and I'm assuming a lot of other people have put into finding it, which just makes the whole thing not fun. And if you're not having fun collecting fucking toys, what are you doing? What are you doing, McFarlane? You're taking the joy out of collecting plastic action figures. Like, what are you doing? So, I don't know. That's just me. But my piece of advice, I'm giving this a solid 7 out of 10. It's fine. It'll get the job done. But in no world is this worth the hassle and price that I went through to get it. So I suggest save yourself the time and not go through that and just hope you get lucky. With that being said, let me know what your guys' thoughts are on red platinums and how you kind of go about it, because for me, going forward, if there's a red platinum that I want and it goes up on Walmart or GameStop, I'm just pre-ordering it right away and trying to get on there and hopefully getting on there before it sells out. Even though Walmart tends to cancel because Walmart could be its own video, and so could GameStop. So, it is what it is. But thank you guys for sitting through this video. Let me know if you like this style of video, because I would like to do stuff like this more. Kind of want to see how this goes and kind of figure it out. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
As long as I wanted to hop on here again and thank you all for watching, and to let you know that if the following apps interest you, feel free to follow me on them, as I put the links in the description for you guys. I really appreciate everything you all do for me, so DM me with any questions or thoughts. I'd love to sit and talk with you all. Again, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.